Warning: some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
This story comes to us from WFAA.com. Well, yesterday was Bexar County, Texas Day. That's right, we spent the day in Bexar County. Today we're staying in Texas, but we're going to go up north. Let's go up north to Frisco, Texas, where an Arkansas family got pulled over and held at gunpoint July 23rd of this year in Frisco, Texas, after officers mistakenly believed they were driving a stolen car. And this family has hired an attorney and they're exploring their legal options. Now, Myron Hurd, who was in the car, says, "My son, he's not talking. He's not himself. My nephew came up to me like, 'Unc, we almost died.'"
I made a mistake.
But just listen up. It could have went all wrong for us, though.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying, though, one day, because like I say, I dropped my phone here. They yelled out, "Don't move or we'll shoot." Then I dropped my phone. If I would have went to reach for my phone, we could have all got killed. You know, man, it's just a joke. It's so much. Man, this, hey, man, I'm telling man, this is a.
You know, we're so sorry.
We had no intent on doing this, you know.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, brother. Okay?
So both these young men are suffering from trauma, stress, and it could be as far as PTSD. You know, they'll probably never trust cops again. But Hurd, his wife Demetria, and their son and their nephew were visiting North Texas for a basketball tournament when they found themselves surrounded by Frisco police officers, guns drawn, in a case of a license plate mix-up. You hear that? A license plate mix-up. Now, I had that too, indirectly. I remember I got a citation in the mail it was a parking citation for illegally parking in downtown Los Angeles in a small green Hyundai. And when they wrote the license plate, they must have not been able to read the license plate. I don't know, maybe it was a fourth grader that was writing the citation. But somehow they wrote it down as my license plate for a black Jeep Wrangler in Yucaipa, California, which is like 80-something miles away from downtown Los Angeles, 7:30 at night on a weeknight. So I sent them all my leave and earnings statement saying, "Look, I worked 40 hours a week that week. I get off at 5:30. There's no way I can get downtown LA by 7:30 and park. And I don't have a green Hyundai. I have a black Jeep Wrangler. Send them my DMV registration." Got a letter back saying it's dismissed. Of course it is. But if I hadn't been able to prove that, I'd had to pay a parking citation because some jackass didn't know how to read a license plate. So there you go. Now, a Frisco police officer saw a black Dodge Charger with an out-of-state license plate leaving a hotel. Police said due to recent burglaries and vehicle thefts in which Chargers are frequently stolen, the officer conducted a computer check of the vehicle's Arkansas license plate. "Gee, Chargers are stolen around here. There's a Charger. I'm going to run this plate."
Occupants in the car, leave your heads outside the car. We know there is a gun in there. If you reach in that car, you may get shot, so be careful.
In the glove box, it should be blocked up. That's what you're saying.
Oh, relax. Right, put your hands behind your back. Come on, sit back here. Come on. Get back.
Should be a 54. Go ahead.
Now, the officer who pulled over the vehicle waited inside her squad car for nearly 4 minutes until backup arrived. The officer who made the initial computer entry tells him, "So it looks like I made a mistake." I made a mistake. Sorry. That's it. Another officer says, "We're so sorry it happened like this. We're human as well, and we make mistakes." Yeah, but your mistake ended up traumatizing a child. It wasn't like you made a mistake by, "Oops, I misspelled that," or dropped a glass on the floor. You pulled a gun out on a child and traumatized him for your mistake. That's like what if a surgeon is doing a surgery, heart surgery, and he slices the heart, which he's not supposed to touch, and he goes, "Oh, that was a mistake. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut your heart. And we're going to have to start CPR." You know what I'm saying? These aren't the kind of mistakes cops need to be making. What if they would have shot him for reaching in the car? Because he was scared.
So who's all in the car, just so I know? My nephew, my son, and my husband. Okay, where's your husband? He's in the front passenger seat. My nephew is in the back passenger seat, and my son is who y'all just put in that car. Okay. And cops, why would y'all ever do that? Is your husband in the front seat?
Are you serious?
Listen, bro, we just here for a basketball tournament, bro.
We just learned right now. That's why we stopped.
Come on, man, don't do this to my son, bro. I'm a basketball coach, bro.
No, it's okay.
Look at this, bro.
No.
Listen, bro. We are legit. I'm a basketball coach. I got concealed carry and everything, bro.
That's why we told you.
Y'all put a gun on my son for no reason, dog.
Can I explain to you? We ran a tag. The tag came out stolen, but it was the wrong state.
Come on, man. Y'all has y'all guns on this, dog. Come on,
that's
man.
standard protocol.
Frisco Police Chief David Shilson issued a formal apology. We don't care about your apology, and I'm not going to read it. Because, of course, and I saw the one sentence in there, it does not reflect the high standard of service our officers provide on a daily basis to our residents. There's that can statement. Opens the can. Here it is. But the herds say the apologies aren't enough. I agree. Take your policy and shove it. We don't want to hear it no more. Heard said for as long as she sat behind the car, she could have ran the plates again, and all of that could have been avoided. They said, all you gotta do is run the plates a second time. Sat back there forever. The incident sparked outrage on social media after Demetria uploaded a series of posts about what happened. She asked, it's just I can't make sense of it, and why my son was treated that way, why he was not treated as a child. It's not okay. And I thank God that we were not physically injured, but we have suffered a lot of mental and emotional trauma from this. She said, I've cried so much today, I don't know if I have any more tears to cry. Every time I see the video of my baby, I just can't believe it. I feel like this is a very bad dream. And it is. And I'll bet you a month's wages, nothing's going to happen to the Frisco police officers. They're going to get trained on how to run license plates, and they'll be back out there violating people's rights once again. That's right. And because they're going to sue them, then cops ain't going to pay for that lawsuit. The taxpayers are going to pay for the lawsuit. The cops are going to be like, hey, we got sued, and guess who paid? You did.